Name is Anna, and I am 50 years old. 10 years ago, I was married to a man I deeply loved, James. We had a life that felt perfect. We met on a bus, and against all odds, we talked. People say good girls don't talk to strangers, but that one conversation changed my life. We fell in love, dated for a year, and then tied the knot. When we married, I was young, full of dreams, and glowing with happiness. I had always obsessed over my weight, though I wasn't overweight. James would always say, "You're perfect as you are. Stop the diets." He cared for me in ways I didn't always recognize back then. James wasn't a man of grand romantic gestures, no flowers every day or breakfast in bed. But his love was in the small things. A phone call reminding me to wear warm clothes, a gentle touch, a reassuring smile. We built a home together, and soon, we were blessed with 2 wonderful sons. James worked hard, moving from a construction worker to a manager, and eventually, he built his own company. He told me, "Anna, you don't need to work. Take care of our home, our garden." I poured my love into making our house a paradise, filling it with flowers, fruits, and laughter. As time passed, our sons grew up, married, and gifted us with a granddaughter, Lily. She was James's little princess. The sparkle in his eyes whenever he held her was pure joy. Life felt complete. Then one day, our older son called. "We're bringing Lily over this weekend." Excited, I turned to James, but his response shook me. "I can't. I have work." I frowned. "You can't come home in the evening?" He hesitated. "Maybe I'll stay at my father's house." Something felt off. The next day, I drove to his office. The security guard looked at me with pity. "James isn't here." Then I overheard whispers. "Poor woman. Everyone knows but her." My heart pounded. I called James. "We need to talk." That night, he came home. "Do you have another woman?" I asked, my voice trembling. His silence said it all. Then, the words I feared the most, "Yes." "Are you leaving, or should I?" I whispered. "I'll leave." And just like that, he packed his bags and walked out. My world shattered. I cried for days. Nights were unbearable. I lost weight, lost sleep, lost my smile. My sons were my rock, but the emptiness remained. Then, one day, my best friend Sophie dragged me to a children's hospital. "Look at these mothers," she said. "They fight every day for their children's lives. Your pain is real, Anna, but you can still live." I met children battling cancer, yet their faces glowed with hope. That day, something inside me changed. I began volunteering, raising funds, and helping families in need. In healing others, I found my own strength. Years passed. Then, one Women's Day, an unexpected knock on the door. I opened it, and there stood James. Older, tired, defeated. "Anna," he whispered, "can I stay here?" I could have slammed the door. But instead, I simply said, "This is your house too." James sat down, his voice filled with regret. "I made a mistake. I was blinded by something that wasn't real. Please forgive me." I didn't know what to say. Sophie later told me his new wife left him. She lied. The child wasn't his. Now he has nothing. My heart warred with my mind. Could I forgive him? Could I forget the pain? James stayed in the guest room, silently fixing things around the house, things he once built with love. One day, our granddaughter, Lily, visited. Seeing James, she ran to him. "Grandpa, I missed you." James hugged her tightly, tears in his eyes. "I missed you too, sweetheart." Grandpa said he missed our family. "Can we go to the park together?" I hesitated, but Lily's pleading eyes melted my resolve. At the park, as we sat on a bench, James turned to me. "Thank you for letting me come back." I took a deep breath. "I haven't decided yet, James." "I understand," he said. "I'll wait." Days turned into weeks. James kept helping around the house, never pressuring me. One evening, Sophie visited. "Anna, you don't have to forgive him today. But maybe this is a chance for both of you to heal." That night, I thought about her words. Was forgiveness possible? The next morning, I set the breakfast table and called James over. He looked nervous. I don't know if I can forgive you completely, I admitted. But I want to try. His eyes filled with tears.
Thank you, Anna.
I promise I'll prove myself. Healing took time. Trust had to be rebuilt. But laughter found its way back into our home. We started as friends again. And maybe, just maybe, love could find its way back too. Forgiveness isn't easy. It's a journey. But sometimes, the hardest roads lead to the most beautiful destinations.